welcome to the Pumpkin Podcast. I'm your host, Calum Beckett, and this channel is proudly sponsored by Dean of the Dead's Hot Sauces. Now today I am joined by the lovely Miss Kate Monroe. Kate,
hello.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you, Calum?
I am very good. Nice to have you on the show.
About time, innit?
It is. That was a dig, wasn't it? That was a dig. It is about time. Now, for those who don't know, Kate is a face and body paint artist, and she does mural and scenic art as well. She does dabble in a bit of makeup as well, I believe.
Bit of everything.
In my opinion, she's one of the best in the UK scare scene. I'm not saying that just because she's here. That's my genuine opinion. So if you know Kate's Instagram, which I'm sure she'll plug later, go and check it out. She's fantastic. So on this episode, we're going to have a chat with Kate, find out what she's done within the scare scene, how she got in there, and then we're going to touch on Halloween this year, and then she's going to play the Dean of the Dead's Wheelie Hot Sauce Challenge. Excited for that?
I don't know how I'm going to do, honestly. We'll see.
We'll see, so stick around for that. So, Kate, it's fantastic to finally have you on the show.
It's good to be here, Calum.
Now, I want to know, how did you first get into the scare attraction industry?
Well, I went to a couple of attractions, really was just engrossed by the industry, loved it. It was just like, what is this crazy new world that I've entered into? How do I get into this? And I think it was literally just on Facebook. I saw something about Screamfest in Burton, and I just left a comment on it. And at the time, I had one of my paintings where I'd done myself as a sugar skull as my profile picture, and Andrew Porter, who obviously designs all the scare mazes for Screamfest, saw the comment, saw that I had this crazy face paint picture, and it was in those days before.
What year was this?
This was like 2013.
Okay.
So it's in the years before it was a real Instagram trend and everyone doing it on Instagram. I'm old, basically. And so saw that and thought that could be translated very easily to a wall. And at the time, he was in the planning processes for Nocturnal and Soul Seekers.
Okay. And
the idea with Soul Seekers is it's this old Art Deco hotel, and it was just left abandoned, and it got like some hoarding up that someone had graffitied over and stuff. So his initial idea was for me to go and get a bit of portfolio work, and do a big mural on the queue line area, like it's been just some hoarding that's been put up and whatever. And then realised how passionate I was about it, I guess, and was like, fancy doing the rest of it. So myself and Sam Bott, who he works for Holovis now, we both worked together on the whole set painting and scenic stuff for Soul Seekers, and then everything from there has just kind of spiralled, really.
That's a very good start to industry.
Yeah.
And from there, what have you done since then? Obviously, you've been on a roll since then, working at a number of different attractions. Take us on your timeline.
Yeah, so of course it started with Screamfest that first year, doing the set painting, and then I was just a bit of a general helping hand during the actual run of the event. Then the next year I acted at that event and then did a whole run acting. And again, I was in Soul Seekers because I was like, that's my home. I need to be in there. And I was in the final scene, which was really fun because I really got to play around with the spaces and stuff. Since then, I've done various things. I've kind of got a bit of my hands in all over the place.
That's the best way to be, that.
It is, and it's fun, and it's an industry we're all passionate about, and
Indeed,
that's why we get involved with whatever we can. So of course, my face and body painting, people might have seen me at ScareCon doing the demos, trying to push that out there. In the UK industry, I find that a lot of places tend to use college students or things for makeup, so I've not had an opportunity with that until more recently, but I'll come on to that later. But still try to push myself out there and be known as that within the industry. I've also done a few more mural and scenic bits for Walsall Scare Maze, acted and helped twitch the attractions out when they had the facility on a few odd nights. And then my next big opportunity came with Fear at Avon Valley, when originally working with Unlock Vision, doing the House of Clowns maze.
I've seen that maze and it was fantastic.
It's
a great job.
It almost feels like my little baby in a way, because they basically, in one of the initial rooms, they said, we want just these 2 clown murals to do. And I went and I completed those first. I was down there for 2 days, completed those first 2 in the first day, and like, fancy doing a couple more? I was like, go on then. And before you know it was like, where else could you paint? And anyone that's been through that and seen the various scenic mural painted bits that aren't just like, that are a bit stylized, that's all me from start to the little corridor that unintentionally ended up a bit like Jewel.
Yep.
And then like at the end, so I almost feel like I put my little stamp throughout that whole maze. I also did a few bits in Phobia that year. They also got me over to Tato Park for the Christmas event they built over there, and I did a bit of Scenic over there. And then since then I was back at Fear last year, doing more, putting some UV sections into X4, and doing more in Phobia, and just basically spreading myself around a bit so I get in every maze, because that's in that meantime as well, over the last few years I've done a lot with Scare Track as a guest host, going around helping them review. And then my biggest opportunity came last year when the amazing Bill McCoy from Traumatica got in touch with me and asked me to be part of their makeup team.
I remember seeing how excited you was when you got that news. It
was like a dream opportunity. It really was. Like I joked before, a few weeks before I actually had that message with a few people, because there was an opportunity come up to maybe apply to go to Ocean Park in Hong Kong. And I was talking with like Mikey and Hannah and the Scare Track gang, and I think I even said to them at one point, if it was Europa Park, it'd be different. And then 2 weeks later, Bill McCoy messages me.
Wow.
And it was just amazing.
And how was that? So take us through your Europa Park journey.
Oh, it was very weird, because like I said, in the UK, and especially in the scare industry, makeup I almost feel is a little bit overlooked. A lot of the time it will be getting actors to do their own makeup. I know Thorpe do that. And also there's a lot, Screamfest is a great example of a really well run UK event in the makeup team. It's run by Julie. Julie heads it up. She hires in about, I think it's a small handful of makeup artists, but then the rest is college students, because UK attractions don't have huge budgets.
No.
Even Alton Towers, I think, etc. They have a smaller budget for makeup team. So it's a bit overlooked. However, in Europa Park, no. They take so much pride in their makeup. Bill and the other guys in the team are real professionals. I felt like an amateur when I turned up. I honestly felt out of my depth, and I learned
so. They must have been good then.
Oh, they work on movies and various different things, and I learned so much throughout that whole process. I feel like I grew so much.
What was one of the main things you learned?
It's just because I've started as a face painter, and I have a very painty kind of vibe to a lot of what I do, and it's very stylized. They were teaching me the more realistic kind of effects, and just completely tailoring myself to a different environment. I think that's one thing, if I'm ever kind of try and big myself up a bit, I do think I'm very adaptable, which is probably why I'm suited to working with lots of different clients and doing things from a House of Clowns to a Christmassy forest and different things like that. I think it really just helped me be more versatile and just look at makeup in a completely different way. It was amazing.
Wow.
Loved it.
That is absolutely incredible, because I remember, if anyone's got Kate on Facebook, when she got that job at Traumatica last year, she was so excited.
Yeah. I remember literally turning up on that first day as well, and one of the guys, Frankie, literally, I just sat at my table, and Frankie came to the door and he says, anyone want to come and try one of the mazes? I literally put my hand on the air, just looking up to down, and me and the rest of the team were laughing at me. And I literally went out and walked around the whole attractions every single night without fail, because I was just so happy to be there.
Oh. Well, let's take you on a little bit of a downer. You're not going this year?
No, unfortunately. Sad times.
And obviously that's due because they're not opening.
Yeah.
Because of coronavirus.
They were one of the first to announce it as well.
Yeah.
And I think it is literally because I know how much heart and soul that whole team puts into it, and it is they cannot provide the event that they want to provide. So it completely makes sense. That I think there probably could have been ways they could have got around it, but it wouldn't have been Traumatica.
No.
So fair play to them.
Do you think they made the right decision?
Yeah, I think. Like, I don't know. I've spoken to a few people about the situation in Germany. It seems a little bit better handled than over here. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, there's no way. Traumatica is very much focused around the general atmosphere of Traumatica. The individual houses are almost an accessory to the whole storyline. It's about this whole world you're in. And I think maybe they could have gone linear with it. They could have done some kind of time slots and anything, but it would not have been Traumatica at all. Yeah,
you don't really want to take, what makes an event that's good in that specific event. You don't want to take that key element away, do you?
Exactly. It would have just been a few houses going around, like the street actors they have set that event, that vibe so well, and it just would have lost all of that. So it makes sense to just take that time out and put a bit more effort into next year, and hopefully they'll want me back then as well.
I'm sure they will. I think they'd be daft not to, because your stuff is amazing.
Thank you.
While we're talking about your stuff, plug where people can go and take a look at your stuff.
So Instagram, it's at misskatemonroe.co.uk, which is also my website. More on TikTok as well, to be fair.
Viral.
Doing all right on there. And that's at Miss Kate Monroe. And yeah.
Go and check her stuff out, because it is absolutely amazing. And when you see it for yourself, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So, going back a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've not just done murals and scenic and makeup. You did do a bit of acting as well.
Yeah, I've done a little bit.
What have you done?
So, like I said earlier, I did the second year at Screamfest. I did the whole run. And I was in the laundry of Soul Seekers.
Did you enjoy it?
Which is, it was so much fun. And I'm quite easy at talking now, but anyone that knows me back then, there's quite a few people in the industry that knew me back then. I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I was the shyest person ever. So it really took me out of my comfort zone. I remember even actually doing the audition bits, and because I was so ingrained within the team, I was pretty much offered it before the auditions, but I had to go through that process with everyone, with the training. I was so shy, I couldn't go up and stand up and do the audition bit in front of the room. I literally went and hid away.
So would you say the UK scare scene, you acting there, built your confidence?
Oh, definitely. The friends I've made and everything, and even just, like, if you watch some really old scare track videos, I swear there's some from when I was blonde back then, and I remember me trying to get out of the camera and Mikey saying, "Get in, Kate," and then compare it to now when I've like done whole episodes hosting for them.
Yeah.
And I owe so much of that to the scare industry. People have really took me under their wing, helped me bring me out of the shell. Literally everyone I've met has done something to help build me as a person. I'm so thankful to everyone. Michael at Scare Tour, Scare Track guys, Bill at Traumatic, everyone I meet is just amazing, and I think that's my favourite bit about this industry. Obviously a lot of industry does have competitive elements, but this industry, if you find the right groups of people, it's really about building each other up, and I love that. Yeah,
I mean, it's really nice to hear that, because I have seen the difference in you from all them years ago, watching previous videos, to how you are now, quite a confident, will speak to anyone sort of person. So that's really nice to see. So, yay!
Thanks, scare industry.
So let's go and talk about scare attractions themselves. So obviously you don't just work in them, you don't just paint for them, you like to visit them as well.
I do.
What's your favourite?
Favourite all time?
Yeah, let's go with your favourite all time.
Attraction or event?
Attraction.
Sanctuary. Without a second thought, Sanctuary.
What was good about the Sanctuary for you?
Just it felt so authentic, and I know they have that look of being in that environment in the towers. It was very authentic, but it was also, I felt like it was almost ahead of the game. It's almost set the bar and set the standard for a lot of events that have come since. It has a place in my heart because it was when I first really got into that industry, and I remember doing the Extreme Sanctuary with Sam. We were only literally reminiscing about this last week, and I've got so many memories attached to that. Jerry at the front was amazing. It's been amazing to work with him since. I think it has a lot of sentimental value for me, so I am a little bit biased, but I do think it was innovative and set the tone, and I think a lot of attractions since then have almost took inspiration from that.
And what year was it you visited that?
It was the first year, 2013, I think was the first year of that. I might be wrong, but I think it was.
I'm sure someone will correct you.
Yeah.
So on from there, you say you have an event. What's your favourite event you've been to?
Traumatica. Even before I went. So I went this first year of Traumatica with Mikey and Hannah, and it blew me away. It was, again, I think there is a lot of sentimental value attached for reasons that don't need to go on a podcast, but it was just a very monumental thing for me to even be there and get over there. And just the way that whole event works, that environment where you have actors interacting with you, the fact that you could choose your faction and wear a t-shirt, and the actors interacting, and we had so many incredible memories.
Very clever, yeah.
And I just love that. And so if to be a part of any event, Traumatica was the dream because of that. So that's got to be, even before I worked there.
So would you say that's your favourite world?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any events that you want to visit? Is there anything?
Horrorland.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
I didn't even take a second to register that because I know I've heard you guys talk about it so much. And
we talk about Horrorland? Never.
No.
This is like the Horrorland channel. We're big fans of Horrorland. As everybody knows, it's an incredible event. You do need to get out there. They are opening this year for a few dates. I would probably advise to go next year. Just so you get probably the full experience, because the guys that own that place are so humble and down to earth, and they put on a fantastic event, and I'm sure you would love it.
Definitely. I think it's an interesting idea, because whenever you go to a new country as well, they are doing it in a completely different way to the UK would do it. It's the same with Anyone Says with America. I've never been, but that it's a different style of event.
100%.
And that's what intrigues me, I think.
I think you'll love it. Knowing what kind of things you like, I think you'll love it.
Hopefully I'll get there. Hopefully.
I'm sure you will. Now, what events are you planning on doing this year? Obviously, things are a little bit different this year.
Yeah.
You're not going to be doing anything work-wise?
I don't know
As of yet?
As of yet, no. However,
there may be things coming up.
check out my website if you need
Kate is available.
I am available. It's a weird one, because as soon as Traumatica cancelled and we didn't have all of the cancellations in the UK yet, my stance was very much, I'm going to go to everything I can. But of course, there's not that much opening.
No.
Scarefest, of course, is a given.
Yep.
I'm going to try and go to whatever I can. I know I've heard people rave about Screen Factory.
Yeah, I think you should go
Never
there,
been. So hopefully those ones that I haven't been to before, and I missed out, of course, going to anything last year, I can try and visit. But it's just a play it by ear thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I personally think you should get Screen Factory. We're big fans of theirs as well. We think the event they put on every time we've been anyway has been fantastic. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to Towers on the 9th on opening day, and then I'm going to try and get to Thorpe Park as well.
Yeah.
This year it is away from me, but I'm going to definitely try and get there this year.
Worth a go.
100%.
I haven't been to Fright Nights for a few years, actually.
Yeah, I've not been. I didn't go last year. I went the year before. I went the Vulcan Peak year as well. Did you do that?
I think that was the last time I went Vulcan Peak. Yeah, good old Vulcan.
that was the last time you went.
I loved Vulcan Peak.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was fantastic. On that note, we'll leave it there. Kate, good chat.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Kate to play
Yeah.
the Dean of the Dead's Wheelie Hot Sauce Challenge. You ready?
No.
No, what I say? I was going to say I am then, but
I was
I'm
going to
not.
say, you sound really confident, but I've watched this podcast.
I'm going to be sweating buckets.
Yeah, it's already hot up here.
It is hot up here, isn't it?
It is.
Right.
The wheel. Here we go.
Okay, there we go.
Fun times.
Okay, so if you pull your mic that way.
Coming forward, are we?
That's it, yeah, that's it. There's a plate for you, Kate.
Yay.
Da-da-da-da. This is Dean.
Hi, Dean.
Dean is our mascot.
Aw,
He's named after
he's cute.
Dean of the Dead. Kept it original. Now, for those who don't know, this is the Dean of the Dead's Wheelie Hot Sauce Challenge. The rules are as follows. It's a scare attraction based game. So we're going to ask Kate a question between each spin. So I'm going to ask her a question and then we're going to spin the wheel. Now, all these names on here are themed to a different horror movie. So you've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You've got Sauce. You've got the likes of Host Choice. So that means that I get to choose what Kate has. Now, all these go up in spices. So you've got the lowest one in chilies, which is sauce, and it goes all the way up to the hottest one, which is the exorcist. It's quite the floor with me quite a few times. But are you ready?
I don't know. Let's just go for it. Let's do it.
Let's do
Let's do it.
Okay. So I got the questions. You know what? We'll start off with a spin. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. I'll let you spin the wheel as the guest.
Oh, this is fun.
Nagamare. Naga. Right, get yourself a chip, Kate.
Okay.
Okay, so
Go.
here we go. Give it a shake.
So what's this one then?
This is
Sell it to me.
Naga chilies with peach, mango and pineapple, and it's 3 chilies
That
on
sounds
the
really
Richter scale.
nice, actually.
You know what, they are nice. Dean told me to give them a good shake so they don't get stuck.
Have we got new bottles?
Yes, we've got
Ooh,
new bottles.
I feel honoured.
These are new bottles if he's made them spicy, so if they don't come out, give the bottom a bit of a bash.
Okay.
You've got to give it a hand and bash for that. There we go.
Right.
Okay. Are you ready?
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
I like that one.
Wow. Right in the tongue. Okay, question 1. What was the first scare attraction you ever visited?
The London Tombs.
The London Tombs. Enjoy it?
Yeah, I didn't even know what a scare attraction was then. And so it took me by surprise. I literally, the chainsaw finale they had at the time, I walked up the stairs afterwards and I felt physically sick because I was like, what the hell was that? And that's where the love began.
That's where the love began. There you go. Right. Here we go.
You're struggling already.
Yeah, that got me that one. 2 in a row. We go again. 3 in a row. This, if we get it again, we're gonna have a double serving of it.
Okay.
That's a new
like
roll.
that one.
That's a new roll I've just made up. Oh, you're lucky.
Sauce. Bit of sauce.
So this is the lowest
Okay.
out of the set.
What flavour?
And this is jalapenos with apples.
Mm.
And it's got 1
Oh, Calum.
jalapeno. Oh, that's a bit. Oh God.
This one looks like baby poo.
That's what everyone
I was
said.
going to say sick first, but no. Oh.
Get it on there. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Right, Kate. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
It's nice, though.
Tasty. I like that one.
Okay. Question 2.
Mhm.
What's your favourite attraction you've ever visited?
Attraction or maze?
I'm going to go with maze because you said attraction before. So what maze?
So I've already told you Sanctuary, but should I choose another one for a different?
Yeah, just
So
tell
my
me
second one.
second favourite.
See, it all depends. It's all on the experiences, isn't it, as well?
Mm.
Different experiences and different mazes. I would say, and this might shock some people, but Killer Clowns in a Supermarket at Dr.
Really?
Fright's, because it was so fun.
Yeah, it was
Had the most fun time. Oh, honestly.
Did that win a Scar?
Oh, ready, Calum?
Sorry, it's just got stuck at the back of my throat.
Oh.
Sorry. Go on.
Oh, of course it did. Of course it
It
did.
did.
Yeah, no, just had a really fun time during that one, and I like to laugh as much as I scream. So
Which one won a Scar Award?
I don't know. There's probably one a few.
Killer Clowns in a Spaceship?
Probably. Supermarket was a few
something
years
got
ago.
Yeah, something got a Scar Award. Some clown one anyway.
Yeah.
Right, spin the wheel.
Oh, my turn. Guest choice.
Guest choice. What's she gonna do, guys?
I think we need to get Exorcist out of the way.
You want to get the Exorcist out of the way? 3rd question in. Be on your head.
I'm brave.
Be on your head. So the Exorcist is the hottest one with 6 chilies. And it is paired with the Carolina Reaper.
Sounds delicious. Is there a method to your water drinking when you have these? Like, should you have one before?
No, I mean, I don't know why I even get water. I normally get it just for the chat, not for the hot sauce game, because it just makes it worse.
Does it?
Yeah, normally.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't.
Get it on there. Go on, Kate.
Oh, no, I did choose it, didn't I?
There we
That's
go.
a lot.
Right. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Okay, question 3. What's your favourite character you've ever encountered or in maze or attraction?
Dr. Calum.
How did I know that was coming?
You're struggling, Calum.
A little bit.
Oh, it's after a minute.
Oh, what? What's
It
it? Are you
tastes
struggling,
nice at
Calum? Guess choice.
Oh. Let's have Exorcist again.
I went to Kate. I used to like you.
This actually has a really nice initial taste.
It's beautiful.
After about 5 seconds.
It's an afterburner.
Nice. You alright? Cheers, Calum.
Cheers, mate. Question 4. If you could build a scare maze, what would the theming be? This is a good question for you.
Oh, I really love like the typical Victorian haunted house, maybe a bit steampunk, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would really be my cup of tea, for sure.
That's good. Spin the wheel.
Is it not your go?
Is it mine?
I don't know. I think it's my go actually, but you.
We'll
I've just had 2 guest choices, so. Host choice.
Exorcist. Yes. Yes. You know what? 3 in a row. Go hard or go home.
Exactly. We don't do things by halves here.
And I'm already home, so I might as well go hard. Right, here you go. Oh, God.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Question 5.
Mhm.
What's an attraction or event you really want to visit?
Horrorland.
Spin.
Let's get into the back
Don't
of
you
my photo.
dare. Don't you.
There's one that's got some kind of strawberry in it. Which one's that one? I want to try that one. Sounds nice.
Wait. Jeepers Reapers.
Let's do that one.
So Jeepers Reapers.
He's gonna cry.
Jeepers. Oh, sugar. Oh, I'm knocking over
Oh
sauces.
my god, what are you doing?
Jeepers Reapers is 5 chilies.
Mhm.
Second hottest. It's the Carolina Reaper pepper and strawberries.
I'm intrigued by this one.
You intrigued?
My mouth is
Ladies
burning.
first.
I'm holding it together a little bit, but my mouth is burning. You drama queen.
Oh my god. Right, cheers, mate.
Cheers. I'm out.
And if you want to try the Dean of the Dead sauces, visit www.deanofthedead.com to get your sauces. Question 6. What's your go-to Halloween costume?
I always tend to paint myself as like a skull or a skeleton or something like that. All the time.
Which one?
They're the same. Skull, skeleton.
It is. Skull, skeleton.
You
I
alright?
can't even concentrate.
You alright,
No, I
Calum?
can't. I'm not. Please don't. Just give me sauce. No! No! No!
Go on, bring it up. Bring it up. It's worth it just for Calum.
God. I'm shaking now.
He's shaking. Oh my god. Drama queen. Make 'em hotter, Dean. Ready?
Oh God. Question 7. What's your
Oh
favourite?
gosh. Lost me here.
Calmer. What's your favourite scary movie?
You know what? I don't watch that many horror movies. I don't know if I can class it as in, but I'd rather go for like something like Hocus Pocus.
That's scary.
I know, but I'd rather watch that stuff.
So Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus is my favourite scary movie.
Spin the wheel.
You look like you hate me. Oh.
Sauce. You like this one, don't you?
Yeah, this one's nice. This was it.
The bogey one. There you go.
Oh, I didn't even get my chip.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
She's singing. She's. Right. Question 8. How long have you been in the scare industry?
7 years. And counting.
And counting.
Hopefully. Hi, me.
There's a new one.
Oh, I'm intrigued by this one.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is. Oh God. Chipotle with cherries.
Ooh.
And it's 2 chilies on the Richter scale.
So this should be just tasty.
This tastes like a scare attraction.
Does it?
This tastes like the Altonville Mine Tour.
Nice. I always thought the Altonville Mine Tours was like, I just always thought it smelled delicious.
Were you about to
I
taste
didn't
it?
really. I get that.
Are you with me?
I get that.
Get that comparison.
I do.
So if you want to taste Altonville Mine Tour, get yourself a Texas Chainsaw Massacre from www.deanofthedead.com. Question 9.
Yeah.
Animatronics, yes or no?
I don't think this is as clear cut as yes or no. I think this
Elaborate.
is very dependent.
Go on.
I think animatronics used incorrectly
Yeah.
are terrible.
Correct.
However, animatronics can be used very effectively, and I use my little baby Dramatica as an example. We had one room in the Shadow House last year, and it was an animatronic on a bed that was going crazy, and it had an actor supporting it, and she looked like she was genuinely really torturing something, and that, I think that is when animatronics can be used amazingly, when you can't tell it's an animatronic.
Yeah.
Just use for jump scares is a bit naff. Used with a supporting actor as a way to just really set an amazing scene with minimal manpower, I'm all for it.
I like to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Dramatica yet, which I can't wait to get to, which is why my answer to this was no.
Mm-hmm.
However, that may change when I visit Dramatica.
There we go.
Spin the wheel. I can feel we're going out in a big one.
Oh.
We just had that one, haven't we?
We have.
2 in a row, spin again.
Is the last one?
Yep.
Don't disappoint me.
Spin again. If it lands in it again, we've got to do it twice. Oh no! You know what we'll do?
What?
Should we do a
Just give
concoction?
it. Oh, I like that. Let's get creative.
Let's spin one more time to see what we're mixing Texas chainsaws with.
Oh, why don't we just mix it with Exorcist?
And we'll just mix it with Exorcist.
Yeah.
Okay, the Texas chainsaws and the Exorcist.
Bring it on.
Now, a few people have requested this before, and we've not done it yet. But let's see how it goes down. Okay.
I'm ready.
Tell you what, you didn't. Oh, you know, you could have mixed it with Parascova, which you've not had.
Oh, can I try that one just afterwards for fun?
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
That tastes even more. I
That's
can't
nice.
feel mine, so.
It did actually. This is what we need next. Dean's next range needs to be themed to scare attractions.
Yes, it does. You heard it here first. Next hot sauce themed to the scare attraction industry. Or the Pumpkin Podcast. Question 10. What's been your favourite ScareCon location?
Alton Towers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Better than thought?
Yeah, I did enjoy it, but I just think there's a certain atmosphere and vibe at Towers. The fact that you can... the lifts, the splash landing lifts, that need I say more. But no, the fact that, like, it's just...
Tell everyone the story about me and you at ScareCon when I bumped into you.
Oh yeah, I don't get drunk very often at all, but that was my first ScareCon, letting my hair down a bit, and I don't think I actually knew. We sat on the same table and we said hello, and that was about it beforehand.
Yeah.
And then I was just walking between towers to splash landings, and no one was around. And then I saw Calum, and I was like, I know you, and just linked his arm, and he walked me into splash landings.
I did.
Yeah.
Threw her into the pool and left her there.
I was there. I actually remember you looking at me a bit like, oh God, help you.
I'm really struggling here, Kate.
I'm fine.
Right, how many chips have we got left? We've only got one chip.
We got
You know
more
what?
questions.
We'll split it in two.
Yeah?
And we'll have one last. We'll do Parascoval.
Yeah, because we haven't tried that. Oh, we haven't. Have I done Jeepers?
Yes.
Have I?
Yeah, we did that on your guest choice.
Oh.
So we'll do the Parascoval. Then you have them all.
Woo. Got more sauce than chip there.
There you go, Kate. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Yes.
Oh, that one's nice.
All right.
Mm.
So that was the Dean of the Dead's Wheelie Hot Sauce Challenge.
Do you have a winner? Have you decided winners yet?
I lost from the first round. I've not run many episodes. I've won a couple. I think I can safely say it doesn't.
You need a leaderboard.
I do need a leaderboard. That's a good shout. Who handles them best? Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea.
Do it.
We'll talk
Do it.
off air about that. Good idea. Kate's full of them. But yeah, I don't think it needs to even go to a vote. I think you beat me there.
Yeah, they were delicious.
Don't do what everyone else does when they come off camera. They go, "Oh my god, it's so hot."
No, I love it. My mouth's fine now. It was Exorcist at first. It was that just.
It's
Whoa,
hang
on.
two or three in a row. It's a bit.
Oh no, I was fine by that.
You're
It's just
right.
the first one. It was just like, oh gosh, yeah. But no, I'm fine.
There you go. I've been schooled. Anyway, it's been lovely to have you on the
Pleasure.
episode. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, it's been fun.
I look forward to seeing you over the Halloween season at some point.
Yeah.
And thank you again to you guys for watching at home. Please go and follow us on all our socials at Pumpkin Podcast on Facebook, at Pumpkin_Podcast on Twitter, and just at Pumpkin Podcast on Instagram. We're back next week with another episode. But from me and Miss Kate Monroe, have a fantastic day. See you later.
Happy Halloween.
Bye. Bye.